we got done so far is I got the doors painted. Hard to see. Maybe we'll do this one. So the door panels go all the way up to here. So I got a little bit of spray in. So, well, that's done. This will all be clear coated with this, and then the roof, of course. But what I got left now, let's see if I can get a view of it. I gotta get this pillar done. Now that the seat's in the way, that's great. And then I need to paint these, but see, this one's damaged. Not sure what I'm gonna do with this. Kind of sucks. And then I gotta respray those. So yeah, this will all be the charcoal gray all up, and then that trim, same thing, charcoal gray, so it'll keep this line. This pillar will be charcoal from top to bottom. So it's moving along slowly. Doors will be easy. Just kind of lift up, so it's easy to get the tape underneath it. Eventually all that will be replaced, but it's going to be a long ways down the road. I do need to get all this trim here. This is the original like turquoise color, so this trim here needs to come off. So if anything, I'll get black if I could find it. So we need all that, all the door seals, a lot of stuff. That's what I'm working on now. I forgot about this dent until obviously I just videoed it. I'm not sure how I'm going to get to that because the glass is in the way when it rolls down. I really don't want to pull the glass. I could put some holes in it and pull it out. I'm sure there's 50 different ways to do it. Me, by not doing this stuff, I don't know what's best for me yet and how to deal with that. So I might attempt something. I definitely don't want to put filler over that. That's 100%. Now, it's kind of mild crease way down here, but this is not creased. So this can literally, if it was anywhere else but right there, down here, it can be hammered dolly out very easily. But because of where it's at, there's no, everything is in the way of that, obviously. So we'll see. We'll get to that. For now, I'm doing everything in sections, so I don't think I'm just gonna work on these center pillar things, whatever they're called, and go from there. Those I'm gonna pull way later and redo. I'm not gonna do those anytime soon. It's not a big deal. I already have these up here. These are the headliner. They're already smoke gray. All that was done, and all that's clear coated. So that's all finished. That's for the headliner, which I'm going to be running a board type headliner. I'm not going to do the original with the bows. I'm going to do a board style. Mess with that. It's been a long time. I used to do old school interiors back in the day. Board stuff, panel stuff, nothing like new age stuff, but it's got a lot. I still have all the sound mat, sound deadening stuff. It's all got to go up here still. I'm also going to look at, I have some here, but I'll look at any of these braces if there's a gap to put something in that helps the support. The factory has some kind of foamish stuff here. You can kind of see it. So this flexes a little bit. So I'll go back and make for sure. Most of them have that, so we might be alright, but I'll double check that. And I gotta lay the sound mat in to get rid of a lot of that. That's gonna help out a lot more than the floor. This is gonna be more, which in most vehicles the roof by far does the most for sound and reverberation and all that stuff, because it's a flat panel. There's absolutely no rolls, nothing in it. Like the floor will always have bead rolls, stuff like that to strengthen and all that, but see, the roof doesn't have that. So you got one big surface that has a lot of vibration, harmonics. So in any vehicle, this is your one of your big areas for that, even more than side panels. The side panels are a lot shorter than a typical roof. Even like on that Toyota, it's a big area that's nothing but flat. So, but that's fake metal, so it doesn't have as high of a tin like this. You guys don't care about that garbage. This is just Tupperware stuff. But yeah, luckily I already did the back pillars. They're already done. The tailgate, of course, is done. So like I said, all I got left is those are 2 pieces. So I got those right down here, and then this center pillar here. All the trim's done. Got the doors all done. So that will be lightly sanded, 800 grit or so, 600 and up, whichever I end up using, and then it'll be sealed with the clear coating. That's the only downfall with the Rust-Oleum is that it's not a hard paint. It's not a urethane. So, but that's where spraying a urethane clear coat over that. That's where you get the longevity from it. And sign, which these are the most important areas to do right here. Number one reason is the oils from your skin, your arm. If you ever put your arm right here, your hands, that's your number one destruction area. Even on this old school lead paint. That's there. This is a weird one. I'm not going to do anything about it, but it's not all the way up, but it's just a weird spot for a crack. Makes no sense, but that's where I'm at now. And then eventually I take the whole dash back apart. I decided to do that. Probably, I'm not sure, but probably end up pulling the bezel off or apart. I could tape this, but if you kind of see it, see this warpage? That's warpage. It's actually not factory. It's actually warped. So I could take this back piece out, and then I can clear coat this with this. I'm trying to clear coat everything at the same time. This is powder coated, so I don't need clear coat. This will outlast, is stronger than anything, all the painted surfaces on this car by far. But I'm gonna pull all that crap back off, all that. Probably gonna paint the glove box separate. Take it out because I got both sides to paint. And 1, 2 is black. So I want to clear coat both sides. Yeah. I still need to get a glove box eventually, but there it is. So that's where we're at. We got everything prepped, but it's really cool to me is when you get everything stripped down, seeing the quality of the manufacturer. You know, when you talk about welding and all that stuff when you get to the older cars, the man-made real American cars, not these fake ones, Tupperware cars. And you can see these. This is, I mean, a lot of people that don't deal with welding and fabricating, all that, could care less and don't even see it. But you know, when I see the factory welds like that and like that, like here's a part of a wire right here. Kind of see it right here. You see it in there. You know, if you go back up over here, you can see it. Lots of boogers. You see, these are spot weld, electric pinch welds. See, there's lots of them though. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of stuff that went in these older cars, but it's just crazy to see how some of the fact. I don't understand this, because this was not messed with, never. I mean, why would somebody else do that? There's no reason for it. Oh, this is original. It was all original color until I got in here. It's untouched. Yeah, so now I'm going to lay down some paint. These are the last parts. All I got left is this center pillar here. The door. And this back one. And then these trims. So I may or may not. Depends on how much paint I got. So if I got enough paint, then I might do these, but I don't think I do. And the only reason why I'm doing any of this right now is because I don't have the budget for the front end, the clear coat to do the roof, to get the windshield in, all the pillars. Like I said, I want to clear all this stuff at the same time for longevity. So I don't have the budget for the clear. It's about a gallon will do. So I just happen to have a bunch of the smoke gray cans I've already bought. So for now I'm just doing basically with what I got to keep busy. So we're not called wasting time, still being productive. You know, this is not about getting it on the road, but while I'm waiting on the budget, at least I'm getting stuff checked off, doing what I can. I'm going to run out of stuff here very soon to do that are with paint things I already have. I haven't ran the power cables, none of that yet, because I'm not sure on placement. I'm not positive. So, you know, you got a 50-50 chance, whichever side you run it on will be the right side, but I haven't committed 100% yet which side the electronics are going to be on that need the big power. So this is temporary carpet. I will be getting the OEM style carpet, and it'll lay on top of this carpet here. So this is just keep all this off of the, it's good for now, but you know, budget's budget. The other project I might work on is I do have, I believe they're from an Impala bucket seats. I do have the white ones. I don't know if I showed them in a past video on the 65, but I might look at, because they're going to be the ones probably in here, buckets for sure, because I got to have the center console run all the way down here, one piece. So I'm not having a bench seat. The original one that was in here, that's the original, that was temporary. So I might, once I run out of the painting to do, I might look at seeing what it's going to take me to make brackets to mount the buckets in. I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a deal because you got this area here that's semi-flat where the seats mount. So I just don't have the two holes, but that's nothing to make. And I still have to mess with that shifter. I got to make a metal plate that mounts to the hump, and then that mounts to it. So this wasn't originally a 4-speed car. This was a 3 on the tree. So this was added. Now when it was added, lug nuts, he did get the correct piece. There's a shifter metal kickout piece which he got, and they welded it in, but what they did by accident is they welded it too far back. It needed to go up about 1/4 inch. So the hole's been bent, so it does work, but what the alignment of the boot is thrown off because of that. So I'm using this one, which I believe it's from a 4Runner, I think, or Jeep. I don't remember, but either way, I gotta make a plate that will mount on that weird surface that'll extend it for the wider. It needed to be longer because the 4-speed has so much movement. It was stressing the original boot and just was ripping it. And the original boot was causing a lot of pressure, so it was literally pushing against you, shifting. It sucked. So I had to get this one that's a lot longer, so it doesn't have any of the drag on it. But, so I gotta do that plate. Like I said, it'd be nice to actually get the bucket seats in here. We'll see what it takes for that. So, but for now, I'm gonna get back and getting these primered, get it painted. And now I gotta degrease. I gotta do a lot of masking. It's one of those I wish I had done when this window was out. That'd have been a lot easier. But all underneath here is painted. You can kind of see how it overlapped. I can barely see it, but because I sanded it, but it did overspray out a little bit underneath. This is all you can see right there. It's all been painted and urethane cleared. So let me get masking this, cleaning this, then masking it and get it painted. Got it all painted. Got real clean. There's a door painted. Back pillar painted. So passenger side's done, except for the 2 like there, the trimming to do. But for now, got this done. I'm gonna work on the driver's side. I still got all that to do. I'm gonna paint this real quick, because I can just throw a blanket over that, get that painted. I'm gonna finish masking this. I'm reusing the paper I used on the other side, just like I did with that 1/4 window. Just reversed it. So that's what takes time. You're looking at about, I don't know, it took me 4 hours. So you're looking at about an hour of painting, 3 hours of prepping. I still got this side to do, but this side, the prepping, is going to be faster. I'll get all the sanding done, but I just have to finish putting the paper in there and mask this back. But I'm going to knock this one out real quick, and I'll probably mask this first so I can get around that and touching it. Got everything done. So put everything back on for now. Next up will be painting the bottom of that, so that can be seen. So I'm just going to quickly scuff it up and make that new again. So other than that, I'll be going on to the seats. So I'm gonna bring out the bucket seats I have again. I had them out before, but I don't remember what I need to do on those. So I'm gonna dig them out there inside the 65. I can also use the front seat that was in here for the 65. I believe it has its own though. It was complete, so yeah, came out good though. I am making my life miserable because I will have to go back, remask all this, which is the worst part, and clear coat it all. That's going to be all done with the roof. It's going to be a ton of clearing, but I'm getting a gallon of clear, so I'll be able to get all the parts, because these areas, these get dinged a lot randomly, and the doors, obviously. So we're good to go there. It's kind of hard to see, but it's all good. Now I just have these little covers, the latches right there. That's about the last bit of the turquoise original color left. So that's it. Interior done for now, and painting wise, and we're gonna go mess with the bucket seats.